Alright, let's just get this one over with. I don't want to do this. Hi, my name is Secret Blue. Welcome back to another Transformers review. And today we're doing a figure that has honestly almost pushed me to the point of committing murder. But just almost. Today we're looking at the Transformers movie masterpiece, Shithead. I mean Ironhide. It's Ironhide, not Shithead. What the fuck am I talking about? He is his GMC Top Kick form from the first, second, and third movie. And, you know, let's look at the box first. Just delaying the inevitable when I have to review this fucking figure. Okay. This is going to be challenging. Alright, so going for an aerial view of the box, since it's so goddamn big, you can definitely see that you have Masterpiece GMC, because it is licensed. The first movie, MPM6, Ironhide Autobot figure, his vehicle mode, and whatnot. More images of the figure. On the back, you have some of his features, like a posable neck, faceplate, opening mouth, and articulated hands, and die-cast parts. Let's get that out of here. Alright, back to the figure. If I gotta say one thing about this figure, is that he has a really nice truck mode. It looks really good, although with the panel lines and the way that this thing transforms, it makes it a pain to make the truck actually look decent. As you can see, there's splits right here, splits. Some pieces don't like tabbing together, like this whole section here. But overall, the truck looks alright. On the back, you have his embossed Autobot logo there, which looks nice. Painted tail lights, GMC. Of course, they had to paint that. The underside, his feet are just hanging right here, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? Now, he does come with two accessories. He does come with two accessories. His cannons. And taking a look at the cannons, you can definitely see that they look pretty alright. For being pretty basic. You have some nice mechanical detail. These do actually rotate. And these tab bits actually flip out, so you can peg them on the truck mode. Here's the other one. This one was actually my favorite one, because it shot missiles and stuff. I think. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Transformers. What are you talking about? But there's that. Now, when it comes to size comparisons, this guy scales well with the movie figures, but not so much with other ones. To give you an example, here is MPM Ironhide, and here's Power of the Prime's Hot Rod, or Rodimus Prime, just without all of his garbage. And this is actually one of the cases where I think this scales alright. A GMC Top Kick is a pretty big truck, almost monster truck in size. It's mainly meant for people who have tiny, but, I mean, comparing sizes to real life, since he's supposed to be some form of Lamborghini, you can definitely see that they scale okay. Now, the part that I don't like to do, the transformation. Now, for your sake of time and my sanity, I will not be going step by step with this transformation. I will be speeding it up so you guys can see. Also, another thing, transforming this guy from vehicle to robot is way easier than transforming him from robot to vehicle. Closing all the panels, making sure everything folds up just right is almost impossible with this figure. This is one of the most complicated figures I've ever owned, and to be honest, he's just not that fun to handle. Alright, so after what seemed like ages, and my arms and fingers getting tired, and my brain getting tired, and me wanting to die, we have his robot mode. And yeah, he looks amazing. I mean, he's a movie masterpiece figure. They usually look pretty damn great. Excellent detail. This guy just screams Ironhide. Yeah, he does have panel issues, but we'll get to those in a second. As you can see, a lot of that chrome is coming out. The die cast is actually in his feet, here and here, in his kneecaps. That's really all I can feel. There's no other die cast. I think really they just put die cast in the feet to make the guy feel heavier, not to really create any stability. Because guys, this guy is floppy as hell. Just giving a full 360 of the figure. I actually had to back my camera up because this guy's taller than usual. You can definitely see some of the detail in the back as well. I like the backpack. It's not too protruding out. It's folded up decently. And I should probably mention these flaps. These flaps are irritating. The arm flaps in particular are the most irritating, as they don't want to peg in, ever. And I try so many different ways, but they just keep on flopping around, so I just kind of have to live with what I have, which is a nightmare. I attached his cannons to him, because he doesn't look complete without his cannons, all things considered. And he looks great. Looks is the main keyword here. Looks great, feels great, not so much. He doesn't feel solid. His transformation is not fun. He's very fiddly. He's very difficult to handle. And honestly, it's not a very fun time playing with this guy. As seen, his head is on a neck joint and a swivel with an opening mouth. So that's disturbing. His shoulders are very weird. They're all the way back here, but they allow for a ratcheted outward, ratcheted forward and back, ratcheted double bend. He has a wrist swivel here. The wrist can move up and down, and that it is true that all of his fingers are individually posed. Well, not all of them. He has his pointer finger here, as you can see. Pointer finger, and then his other three fingers are connected to one hinge, which is alright. He has ratcheted forward and backward. He has an in and out. He has a bend at the knee. It's very slight due to all this kibble, so that's really all you're going to get. There's ratcheted up and down at the ankle, and a very slight pivot. So when trying to get this guy into a pose, you're going to be fiddling with this guy more than you want. He's not very fun to handle. And I can't believe I spent $100 on this guy. Could have spent $100 buying a hooker, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to be going into some size comparisons, because this guy, for as messed up as he has a pretty decent size. So, once again, this guy's decently sized. For comparison, this is my leader class, Rodimus Prime. We saw his hot rod form earlier, but I didn't want to put his whole form out on the display, because it'd be too big. And even then, can't even see his head. That's just me being lazy with my camera, and me not caring. And for a more appropriately sized figure, we have Ironhide, and we have Siege Voyager Soundwave. I'm probably going to be reviewing Soundwave very soon, as I recently just got Laserbeak and Ravage. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But Ironhide's he's about a head taller than a normal Voyager figure of this time. So, that kind of gives you an idea. So, all in all, I'm not going to be rating Ironhide very high. He's not fun to play with. The first time I transformed him, I actually hurt my finger to the point where it was bleeding. And very fiddly, the transformation is overly complex to the point where it's not fun. And, again, like, he's an alright figure if you want to collect him. Just, you're going to hate transforming him. I'm going to be rating Ironhide a 5 out of 10. I'm only giving him points because of his nice detail, his die-cast parts, and his articulation, which is passable. So if you want to pick this guy up at your local store or online, you can. I'm just warning you that you're going to have a pretty difficult time trying to really enjoy this figure. Unless you like complex transformations and hurting your hands, by all means, have fun. But this has been another Seeker's Blue review of the Transformers movie masterpiece, Ironhide. I'm going to go probably die because I can't live anymore knowing that I own this.